Hello, my lovies. This is Denise here, Wash and Go Curls, and I'm here to give you an update on my curly girl method. So 2 weeks ago, I did a video telling everyone that I'm going to start the curly girl method, and I did start, but while I was starting the process, I was also doing my research. So I showed you that I did purchase the curly girl handbook. And let me tell you, it doesn't answer a lot of my questions. That's one thing that I found about the handbook. It's not as detailed as I want it to be. So basically what the book is telling you that you're supposed to eliminate all sulfate products, all the shampoos that have sulfate, throw them out. You don't want them. You only need it one time, and that's when you start the curly girl method. You have to make sure that you use a sulfate product just to remove any buildup from your hair before actually starting the condition only or sulfate free method. Okay, so that's one time only, and that's to start the curly girl. That's the one time and the last time that you would need to use it. So you're supposed to eliminate any sulfate product from your cabinet, remove any parabens, silicones, phthalates, and any products that contain mineral oil. It also says that you're supposed to eliminate all the combs. You're supposed to finger comb only. Eliminate any brushes. They just don't want you using any of that in your hair. Supposedly it disturbs your curl pattern. So I get about the sulfates because sulfates remove moisture from your hair. Okay, so any natural oils that you have in your scalp, if you use the sulfate shampoo, you'll find that your hair tends to be dry after you finish washing it. Feeling nice and clean, but it strips away all of your natural oils, leaving your hair dry. So I get that. Not much explanation is needed on that. And mineral oils and all that, I get it. Parabens is mostly because of the concern. They're still doing research on it, thinking that it causes cancer. Phthalates is, and I'll spell it out because I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but the whole point of that is that product was actually banned. It's considered harmful, and it's a banned ingredient, so pretty much you wouldn't find it anyway in most modern shampoos or conditioners. Now where I get confused on is the silicones. So the silicones is that ingredient in your conditioner, mostly in deep treatments, that adds that nice slip when you apply it to your hair. It really leaves a nice shine and softness to your hair, which is why a lot of the companies use it on their conditioning products. And the reason why the curly girl handbook indicates that you should remove these products from your at least avoid products that have these ingredients is because silicones, at the same time that it adds that shine and that extra slip, it also causes buildup that is only removable from surfactants or sulfate containing products. So because you're using the curly girl method and you are eliminating the sulfates from your product, that particular ingredient, well, if you keep using products that have silicones in it, you keep adding more buildup, which will never go away because you're not using sulfates. That, and not only that, it causes buildup, causing your curls to be heavy, which when that happens, your curls just wouldn't look as nice. In addition to causing buildup, it also kind of creates like a barrier on your hair, so it prevents moisture from coming in. So first you have the buildup, and then you have the process where your hair is not absorbing any moisture because that's like shielding away the moisture from your hair. So it's really like killing any curly hair at all. It's like killing it. It's like double killing it because it's causing buildup. You're not using sulfates, so you can't remove these buildups, and it's preventing your water from going in. Like, that's like the rules against all rules when it comes to curly girl methods. Anyway, so I find personally that a lot of products that I have already stacked up from my previous purchases, from my product junkie days, because I just wanted to try more stuff. A lot of things that did work on my hair happen to have silicones. So I kept researching. Water silicones, what types of silicones are there. And in my research, I did found that there is a water-soluble silicones, and there's also non-soluble silicones. Now, the water-soluble silicones are those that you can just simply rinse out with water. So these silicones are actually not harmful to your hair when you're using the curly girl method. The non-water soluble, and I'm looking here for my research. The other one, the non-water soluble silicones, those are not removable simply by adding water to your hair. So silicones, when you look at your ingredients, there are usually ingredients that end with CONE or CONOL or XANE. Those are pretty much it. So an example, dimethicone is a non-water soluble silicone. Dimethiconol is a non-water soluble silicone. A phenyl trimethicone, amodimethicone, cyclomethicone, those are all non-water soluble silicones, meaning that they don't rinse out simply by adding water to your hair. Water-soluble silicones, example of those are dimethicone copolyol, that's COPOLYOL. That's a water-soluble silicone, rinses out with water. And any of these silicones that starts with PEG, and it follows by a number. So PEG 31 dimethicone, that's a water-soluble silicone. The PEG in front of it means that it was a modified silicone that was modified to become water-soluble. So when you see that PEG in front, that's a good thing. It's modified and therefore it becomes water-soluble. Now, do not fret. Doesn't mean that you have to go out and eliminate every single silicone product that you have in your cabinet. That's what I was starting to do. I was freaking out thinking, oh my God, and then I was feeling bad because like 80% of my products have silicones in it. It's like every time I check the back of the ingredients, silicone, dimethicone, imodimethicone. Those are the two most popular ones that I found in my cabinets. Example, Mixed Chicks has imodimethicone, and it's one of my favorite steep treatments. So while I was looking through my products to kind of filter out what I could use and what I can use, I just ran into so many that had those silicones in it. So I was beginning to feel frustrated and worried and confused too, because so many of these products left my hair feeling soft and beautiful and moisturized, and I'm like, how can this be? Why does my hair feel moisturized? I don't feel any buildup? Because I always, for 99% of the part, always used sulfate-free shampoos. So I'm using sulfate-free shampoos. I unknowingly was using all these silicone products in my hair, yet I don't have any buildups. So could this research be wrong? Could this curly girl method really be wrong? And the book only mentions silicones. It throws everything into one bucket. It doesn't even go into the different types of silicones. It doesn't even mention like dimethicone as an example or imodimethicone. It doesn't even provide you with examples. It just says silicones and stay away from anything that ends with CONE, CONOL, or XANE. And that's about the extent of how it goes. But in my research, I did find one thing that kind of really got me very excited. Some of our research comes from Google, just searching, and also naturallycurly.com is a great website to find out more about your curly natural hair. So I went there and I did came across some articles, not just one, okay? I did came with some articles where it mentioned this one ingredient. If this one ingredient is found in your sulfate-free shampoo or co-washes, this particular ingredient actually washes out those non-water soluble silicone. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a sulfate shampoo that eliminates the silicone. There's some sulfate-free and co-washes that, as long as it has this one ingredient, it will wash out that silicone from your hair. Therefore, every worry that you had about causing buildup, preventing your hair from retaining moisture, all of that will be gone as long as whenever you use a silicone product, that at least the following week, whenever you do your next wash and go, that you follow it with a co-wash or a sulfate-free shampoo that has this ingredient in it. And you're asking now, what is that magic ingredient, Denise? I want to keep my silicone. I want to balance out my hair routine where once in a while I can use that deep treatment that I truly love since the day I started this hair journey. Well, that ingredient is cocamidropopyl. Okay, bear with me, this is a mouthful. Cocamidropopyl betaine. Cocamidropopyl betaine. And I will post it in the description box, that ingredient. Now this ingredient, believe it or not, can be found in the Diva Curl Low Poo Shampoo. It's listed, I believe, as the third ingredient. It's even listed in the Diva Curl No Poo Decadence. The No Poo Decadence has this ingredient. Now, it is listed maybe number 17 in that particular product. But the good thing is, they are curly girl friendly, sulfate-free shampoos and co-washes that has this ingredient that will help eliminate that product build up. Now what I'm saying is, I'm not telling you everyone to just go out there and just pour silicones all over your hair, who cares? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying to you is that me, after I've done my research that I'm just sharing with you, I'm not a beautician, I am not a Diva Shan certified beautician, or anything to that effect. I am not a professional. But me, after I did this research, I feel comfortable that I will not eliminate all of my silicone products. But what I will do is that if I add a deep treatment that has silicone in it, I will make sure that at least during my next wash and go routine, that I will start by using a sulfate-free shampoo or a co-wash that has that cocamidropopyl betaine ingredient in it. I hope that makes sense to you. So Diva Curl No Poo is number 17, I believe, that ingredient. So that will tell me that it might take maybe 3 co-washes to completely eliminate the buildup from that silicone. So it might eliminate that silicone completely after 3 co-washes. But if you use something like the Low Poo Diva Curl, it will eliminate it from the first wash. Other companies or sulfate-free shampoos that have that ingredient in it is some of the shea moisture. Not all of them. Some of the shea moisture, like even the low porosity shampoo, has that ingredient in it. The high porosity shampoo has that ingredient in it. The rose peace oil shampoo has that ingredient in it. So what I'm telling you is, make sure you check the ingredients. Always check the ingredients, the label in your product before you make a decision or plan out your wash and go routine. Just make sure you look. In this particular instance, I did use, it was a Brazilian product that has some silicone in it. But, for example, I'll show you that wash and go in another video. But as an example, I used a product that has silicone in it. I think it was something like dimethicone. But when I do my wash and go in my next routine, I am going to make sure that if I'm going to pick up a co-wash or a sulfate-free shampoo, I'm going to make sure it has that ingredient in it. So that way I can proceed with my wash and go routine. My next one will not involve another silicone product in it. I'll just try to use a sulfate-free shampoo and whatever leave-in, styler, conditioner, all of it that doesn't have any silicones in it. So I'm just gonna try to kind of alternate my routines. Okay, if I decide to do a deep treatment, I'll make sure I use something like Heaven and Hair that doesn't have a silicone in it. So all I'm saying is just make sure that you guide yourself, you plan it ahead, you plan what routine or wash and go hair routine you will follow that week, and just plan that out. And remember that if you use a silicone product in it, then go ahead and use that cocamidropopyl betaine ingredient so you can ensure that you're not building, causing buildup in your hair. So just plan it out. So what I'm telling you is that I'm going to proceed with the curly girl method, but it'll be a modified version, which is my own modified version. Basically, I'm gonna keep keeping an eye on what I put in my hair, be more mindful of looking at the ingredients. I may not let go of all like the combs. I still like to use my white tooth comb here and there, and I love my Demon brush. I just can't imagine me not being able to brush my curls ever. Every time I use my Demon brush, I don't lose hair at all. And I think the Demon brush helps define my curls. It helps clump some of the curls and give me some of the bigger bouncy curls. So there's some things that, unfortunately, I don't know how dated this curly girl handbook is. I definitely know that it's not like a recent edition. I think it's been written for quite some time now. So maybe it's time for a refresher, an updated version. But I just wanted to share with you what I've learned so far during my research. And hopefully I will make some happy curly girlfriends or guys that are now ecstatic of possibly keeping, some of their favorite silicone products that they thought they couldn't use any longer because of the fear of causing hair buildup and preventing moisture from coming into your hair or your hair retaining moisture. I hope I made your day. I know that it made my day because I have many silicone products that, they have that ingredient in it. And I'm telling you, a lot of them just gave me the best results. So I just couldn't see myself letting go, of all of them. So I'm really happy that I did this research before I just discarded all my products out. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you've done any research, please share and comment below so others can also learn from what you know. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe because I am learning a lot. And I love taking the time to research, and I love sharing what I've learned to you guys. So please subscribe, comment below, let me know what you think, and let me know what you think of the Curly Girl um, method. Do you use it? Do you use a clean method where you follow it by the book, or do you have your own modified version? Let me know. Like, subscribe, and see you in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.